Alright, here we go. Time to get going on my 20-minute presentation. Water, check. Coffee, check. Here it is. Ooh, Facebook message. Who's this from?
Hi, Josh. I just wanted to tell you that I found an interesting comic video on Facebook that I figured you might enjoy. It was about Bowman and Deal's 4 frameworks. It was so funny. We were just discussing how they can be used to spark institutional change the other day on Skype. Okay. Thought you might like it. Love you. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, Mom. Let's check this out. Here at Bowman and Deal Inc., we use 4 frames to infiltrate schools and go about instituting change. Roll call. Agent Symbolic. Specializing in vision and inspiration, this agent believes traditions and ceremonies must be communicated by the principals in their words and actions. Agent Political. Their specialties are working relationships within the organization and developing and managing these groups. Here comes Special Agent Structural. They find and right decision for the task at hand. Make sure that the structural elements are put into place and properly implemented. And finally, here is Agent Human Resource. Their specialty is fitting the individual within the organization. They work hard training others in the agency to become better at what they do, but also give support on different levels. As the principal agent here, the decisions I make are based on the goals that need immediate attention as well as planning for the long term. Today's mission has us going to GEMS American Academy in Abu Dhabi. Now, although all 4 of you are important and I will need to reframe all of my immediate and long-term goals through you, we will only be needing 2 of you for this particular mission. Alright, Agent Political. Even though I don't really need to use you so much right now, I still will need you to help rally the troops, keep them motivated and on board with the goals we will be presenting. Can I count on you? Yes, sir. Great. Agent Symbolic. You keep playing your part, reflecting the culture we want, and others will follow suit. Do you got it? Yes, sir. Great. You're both super important, but I don't need you anymore. You are dismissed. Okay, Agents Human Resource and Structural Frame, I'm going to need you to help some short-term and long-term goals at GEMS American Academy. As so wonderfully outlined in assignment number 3, you need to go in and create some reliable responses and apply some structural fixes to systems like the fire drill, lunch, and recess duties. At the same time, you need to form relationships and sprinkle around some distributed leadership. We need to create some shared collective and extended leadership practices that will build the capacity for change and improvement and open communication within the school. Yes, sir. Also, don't forget about the PD. PD is great. It's really important. You got it. Great. Good luck. I'm sure things will be great things will be happening there. Even greater than the wonderful things now in no time. You're dismissed. With that, the 2 agents headed off to start their mission. It would be a long one, but a rewarding one. Not bad, Mom. Better than all the stuff with the cats I usually get. Alright, back to work. Alright, time for a break. Coffee? No, let's go with some water this time. Alright. YouTube. Click.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind.
The amazing drama you're about to see is a matter of human record. This character could be you in the future, making the decisions to hire new people and setting about systems in order to retain them. You may believe it or not, but the real people who lived this story believe it. They experienced it. They took it one step beyond.
You have received an email. Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
Dear Superintendent, Head of School Park, your senior leadership team is waiting for your succession and talent management plan for your new hires. The job fair is a week away and they must prepare. Sincerely, your office administrator.
Man, teacher turnover is costly, both in the checkbook and our institutional cohesion. How can I come up with something that will help the company or my school that will also decrease teacher stress, increase job satisfaction and fulfillment? How am I going to figure this out? I'm new to this job. This is my first go at hiring and the retention process. If only there was a manual or something. Whoa! Strategies to decrease teacher stress and increase job satisfaction and fulfillment and therefore retention manual? How did I get this? Oh, I've got it. It starts with the hiring process. Alright, let's type something out here. Okay. I'm going to recruit teachers who are going to add positivity to the culture of my school and to challenge them to be great for kids. Alright, the skills I want. Positive. They gotta be positive. We want a desire to grow, help our school grow. They also need a strong work ethic. They're going to have to give some values to the school. As in coaching, extracurricular stuff, activities. Build the specific vacancies and what skills, expertise, and certifications are needed to fill those. I'm going to create an outline with a clear vision, core values. Teachers want to work at my school because they'll be part of the process, helping me shape the vision I have. Right, when I get into that interview, I'm going to remember, I got to go slow. I got to make sure I get the right person for my team. Man, imagine all the work I'm going to have to do if I get the person that's not a good fit. Got to remember, got to communicate the role of the job through interview questions. I'm going to have these questions that are going to reflect the vacancy, goals of the school. It's going to be fantastic. This is the part that's the most important. Relationships are everything. I have to build connections with my staff by spending time with them. People embrace the opportunity to be a part of something. I need to be present and praise. I need to find the small moments for positive feedback. Happy teachers stay. Okay, another reason to get them to stay is I've got to provide some pressure and support for growth. I got expectation, but I need to provide lots of support within my school. I got to offer teachers an abundance of PD that's available to them so they can grow and my school can grow. I got to support new ideas. I need to take risks with these teachers. These types of teachers who take risks can drive innovation at my school. I got to give them feedback about their performance in a meaning and constructive way in their appraisals. Following this rough line is going to positively influence my retention and my succession opportunities at my school. Teachers are going to want to stay. They're going to want to get better. They're going to want to be great for the kids. My SLT is going to strive to create an environment in which my teachers are going to feel appreciated and value their work. Whoa. That was an odd ending. Okay, time to get refocused. Back to work. Here we go. That was a solid 5 minutes. Time for some coffee and some Instagram. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, Pike teacher. This guy looks real interesting. So I woke up this morning and I was thinking about dysfunction at work, like really thinking about it. Does my school have an organizational learning disability? I mean, do we really have one? I looked at the 7 types of learning disabilities that can happen within a school. There's 2 that I think that may apply to us, but only in isolated areas. I'm my own physician and the enemy is out there. Sometimes I've heard people talk about themselves, just as teachers, and they can't do anything about it. Now the it is being issues with structures and rules, regulations within the school. And then when something goes wrong because of these rules and regulations and problems, they blame the systems. So how can we fix this? We want to be a learning organization here at GAA, improving our ability to be more effective in meeting the goals of our members.
I guess I need to look at how we can do this through systems thinking. I need to see the whole, the big picture. How's my feedback affecting this? Am I reinforcing properly? Am I promoting a proper balance?
I'd like all my staff to crave personal mastery. I want them to be their best, top of their game all the time. But I know I just can't force it on them. I can provide the appropriate PD, make it easily and readily available, but I'll have to model these behaviors, support an environment for learning so I can send a powerful message to my staff. If I'm serious about my learning, they should be too. Lastly, to help create a learning organization and address organizational learning disabilities, I've got to create a shared vision, not an idea, a force, but in people's hearts. I think I have to check my own assumptions and views about how I interact. Am I looking at this from the proper frame? I've got to look at my own mental model to see if my assumptions and beliefs will allow me to engage in.
I want people to care for the direction the school is headed, take ownership in the decisions and outcomes that they can influence. Maybe create a positive culture that others will buy into.
I can use distributed leadership, which is a shared and collective leadership practice. Teachers having some say in the decision-making process increases the positive culture. This positive culture, coupled with staff development, will enhance student learning. So, what's the point of all this? I want staff to have an authentic trust in our SLT. This trust will help us institute changes that will keep our culture healthy and thriving. Man, this Pike teacher's talented. Okay, seriously, iPad down, back to typing. Go! I wonder what's on BuzzFeed. Hey, this article looks interesting and applicable. How to use the Lewin's model to institute change at your workplace. I think I'll have a click. How are the procedures at GAA developed? And in turn, how is it that information is given to staff? Are they receiving the information in a way that makes sense to them? And are they able to access this information if they need to? We can gather information and identify misunderstandings through a survey or feedback form, also during faculty exit interviews. We'll need to warn staff. Sudden change on staff can breed resentment and confusion, and we want to convince them that the changes will benefit us all. Once we've prepared everyone, it's time to deploy our changes and guide our team as they adapt to them. Hop up ad. Skip ad button. Skip ad. It's not working. Oh, I gotta watch it.
The following is a paid program. The opinions and views expressed do not reflect those of CNBC or its employees.
Tired of watered-down communication? Sick of not being able to talk with parents earnestly about their children's grades? Want to empower others at school? What about wanting to see change at work? You want to help your colleagues improve? Do you want to help others achieve their goals? What about solve their problems? Hi, I'm Josh Pike, and I've successfully used the GROW model to help a client reach new heights. And you can too. The GROW model provides a coaching framework that allows us to set a goal, check the reality of the goal while discussing options and alternatives before coming up with a plan on what is to be done and by whom. My most important roles is to coach my colleagues to do their best. By doing this, I will help them make better decisions, solve problems that are holding them back, and otherwise try to progress their careers. A coworker of mine, let's just call him Dave, had an issue at work. By successfully using the GROW model, I was able to motivate and coach him to try and make changes at work. Step number 1 is goal setting. The first stage is to agree and understand the goal that the mentee wants to cover in the session. This is important. Some questions to help with this are: what would you like to get out of this session? Make it specific, measurable, agreed, realistic, and time sensitive, or a SMART goal. Step number 2 is reality checking. Once the goal is set, you'll need to explore the facts and feelings around the issue, problem, or topics. Are there barriers to your goals? What could be stopping you? What do you think you are afraid of? What are the factors that are preventing you from taking action? The third step, options. Once your mentee is aware of the reality around the situation, they need to think about actions, solutions, and ideas that will help resolve or move the situation forward. The fourth step, what is going to be done and who is going to do it? The fourth and last step of the GROW coaching model is the choice of one option. This is converted into a concrete plan of action. Was Dave's GROW model action plan successful? Sir John Whitmore, and I think it will be. Don't wait, call now. That wasn't too bad, but no international calling code. Back to BuzzFeed. Once we've prepared everyone, it's time to deploy our changes and guide our team as they adapt to these changes. Move your staff into smaller groups or committees designated for each problem. Try to employ this distributed leadership. This will allow staff to give their input to either help complete or refine the procedures. We want to develop a blog using EduBlogs where everything that is needed can be found in one central location. Our SLC should consistently mention it during meetings and show just where the posts could be found, or how we could search for posts if we need information. Making these changes must be supported with communication and education about how to use these new systems. We will need to make sure everyone will have a person or place they can go for support, ask questions, or need a reminder. Refreeze everything so old habits don't resurface. Conducting regular reviews to check that new methods, rules, and procedures are being followed correctly and according to plan will help you in the refreezing process. Okay, clearly I can't get any work done here. I'm gonna have to pack this up and go home.